Well, if you grew up in Arizona, chances are you were a fan of and could not wait to actually get your hands on a coveted Wallace and Ladmo bag. Now, this important part of Arizona history is all grown up and it's hitting the stage. So we have Ben Tyler. He is the writer and director of the Wallace and Ladmo show play. And Kathy Dresbach, she is one of the actors. Welcome you guys to the show.
Thanks.
Okay, so you guys were actually a part of the original. You were a writer, right?
Well, I grew up watching it, like a lot of people around here, and then I got my postcard pulled out, and I got to go down and get a prize and meet them. And then later, when I was in my 20s, and Kathy as well, I worked for them for a short period of time as a writer, and Kathy was on there for, what, 5 years?
Yeah,
yes?
about 5 years as a regular.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So
Yeah.
did you get your postcard pulled out too, ever?
I never won a darn thing on the Wallace and Ladmo show. I always wanted a Slinky from the toy cottage. Didn't get it.
Oh my gosh. See, I didn't grow up here, so I have no idea what you're talking about, but I know it's like a cult thing. I mean, people here just go bonkers when they talk about
I understand.
Wallace
Well, you know,
and Ladmo.
here's the thing. There was a time when every community had their own local kids' TV show.
Right.
And, you know, cable television and that sort of thing is what kind of did away with that. But this was unique, I think, because it was kind of an anti-kid show.
Right.
They had a clown who wasn't very fond of children.
That's always fun.
Yes. They had a
Wish I could have seen
a
that.
superhero who was convinced that everyone was a communist. Gerald there, who always played the...
Is that you?
That would be Steve Allen.
Oh.
And Jane Meadows. Steve Allen, by the way, who was from Arizona as well.
Okay.
And this is Hubcap. Hubcap and the Wheels, and this is part of what the play focuses on a lot.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because
Yeah, sure.
if I'm correct, the show is sort of different all the time, right?
Yes.
So now we have a play, and it's obviously, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours long?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours long,
Okay.
the intermission. And the play basically focuses on the rise and fall of Hubcap and the Wheels, which was this sort of one-hit wonder band that came out of this kids show and almost destroyed the kids show, because if Pat had left, the show may not have continued, and so that's basically what it focuses on. And I think that that's something that people like yourself who don't know the Wallace and
Right.
Ladmo show can identify with, is it kind of talks about what is success and how do we measure success in our lives. Is it being a rock star, or is it doing a little kid show in 1964 Phoenix
For local television.
for local television?
Right. Kathy, what is your role in the play?
I play several characters in the play, same as I did on the television show. None of the characters I portray in the play were characters I did on the show, because the play takes place in 1964.
Okay. And you
But-
came along in
84.
Okay.
Yeah, I do play Rita Davenport, however, who was a TV personality at KPHO, had her own
Yeah.
couple of shows, and so I did a character later on in the Wallace and Ladmo show that was a takeoff on Rita, so it's kind of an overlap. But yeah, so I play several characters.
Well, for a lot of us that, you know, didn't grow up watching it, and those that did grow up watching it, there's a lot of jokes. Are we going to get the jokes?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, to me, funny is funny. And
Yeah,
these are not inside jokes. I think these are jokes that anyone would appreciate. And a lot of people that did not grow up with a television show would say to me afterwards, because this is a remount, we did this play originally about 12 years ago.
Okay.
Did they really say that stuff on a kid's show?
Did
was
they?
That, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't do the show today.
Did
I
you
mean,
hear a beep, beep?
No,
They-
it wasn't that kind
No,
of
I know.
language. It was but it was. It took me a while. I was older when I realized that the reason that Boffo the Clown was so cranky all the time is because he was hungover.
Oh.
You know, things like
That's
that.
great kids'
Yeah,
television.
exactly. Exactly.
Now, so Pat McMahon played who? Wallace or Ladmo?
Wallace and Ladmo were two different guys. Pat played everybody else. So
Okay.
he was Gerald, Captain Suver, Boffo, Aunt Maud, a plethora of characters.
So
Marshall
is
Good.
he pretty involved in it, in the stage
They
show?
both have been, and that has been unbelievable to be able to get it, so to speak, from the horse's mouth about what was going on there, and they will both be there opening night. So if you're a Wallace and Ladmo fan, I hope you'll come down and join us opening night. Pat and Wallace will be there. You can get a chance to meet them, and lest we forget, we're giving away Ladmo bags.
Oh. Maybe there's a Slinky in it.
Yeah, there could be. Might be a Slinky.
Maybe you
in it.
finally get your Slinky.
We're giving away Ladmo bags during the play to lucky seat winners. And I know there's a lot of have-nots out there when it comes to Ladmo bags.
Okay.
So this could be an opportunity for them.
Well, and this is also the Wallace and Ladmo Show. It's an Arizona Centennial Legacy Project.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up. This is actually being co-produced by Desert Foothills Theater, Actors Theater, and the Centennial Theater Foundation, of which I just happen to be the executive director.
You just happen to be.
What we're doing is developing new Arizona-themed plays and having them produced by local theater companies. And this is just, we're doing this as an example of what the foundation is about.
Well, let's tell everybody where they can see this, because now that we've got everybody excited, the
Sure.
Wallace and Ladmo Show is playing March 15th through the 25th at the Cactus Shadows Fine Arts Center. It's in North Scottsdale, and the address is right there on your screen. And tickets range from $15 to $30, and we're going to have all of the information on how to order them on SonoraandLiving.com. I can imagine people they're going crazy right now.
I hope so.
They're just so excited.